Hello everyone, my name is Jon Tan from Singapore and I am deeply honored to receive the Icons of Change International Award. This year's awards are held alongside the United Nations International Year of Peace and Trust in support of its Sustainable Development Goals, which recognize leaders whose work inspires transformation and drives lasting social impact. Well, to be counted amongst them is deeply humbling, but also a timely reminder of why I do what I do. You see, as marketers, we often work behind the scenes, building awareness, shaping narratives, and driving performance for the brands we serve. Rarely do we find ourselves in the spotlight. That is why this award is not mine alone, it belongs to every colleague, every partner, and every individual who has trusted me and believed in the power of branding, strategy, and purpose. Now, let me share a few moments that shaped my journey. When the Spanish automaker Seat returned to Singapore after a 13-year absence, almost everyone questioned whether the brand could make a comeback. But I believe that if we could educate the market and rebuild trust, we could create a lasting impact. I personally drove the push, investing heavily in content creation, sales training, and consumer education. Slowly but surely, hesitation turned into momentum. That was my first real proof that strategy could turn doubt into revival. At ERA Singapore, the challenge was even more personal. When COVID hit, I remember staring at the empty streets and asking myself this: how do we keep an entire industry alive when physical homes can't even be viewed? With only a shoestring budget, I held onto the conviction that digital connection could replace physical silence. Out came the online property mega show. Tens of thousands tuned in, millions reached on social media, and for the first time in months, the property market had a heartbeat again. It was more than a revival. It was a revival becoming a breakthrough. At OrangeTee, there were two defining milestones. The first was history in making, the company's first ever brand refresh in 24 years. It was not just a new look, it was a complete orchestration of alignment across 3,000 agents and leaders, staff and management, partners and vendors, as well as the wider public. For me, it was a proof that transformation is possible when every voice moves in concert. The second was deeply personal. During the COVID lockdowns when physical events were impossible, I held on to a vision that one day we would return to large-scale gatherings. In 2024, that vision became reality through the Home Expo, a collaboration between OrangeTee and SPH Media. Well, 12,000 visitors walked through the doors, millions worth of media exposure, and for me, it was the fulfillment of a dream first hatched in silence. This award to me is not a crowning moment, but a reminder that marketing has its highest purpose when it empowers, educates, and connects. To the Icons of Change organizing committee, my mentors, my peers, and the communities we serve, thank you for believing with me that strategy can be more than performance. It can be impact, it can be legacy, and above all, it can be change. I wish for all of you watching to continue pursuing your visions with courage, purpose, and an unwavering belief that even the smallest action can spark the greatest transformation. Together, we can use strategy and creativity not just to achieve results, but to inspire, empower, and leave a meaningful legacy. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys soon.